And sorry. This is why it's so important to... Have you ever wondered why most relationships fail? That was me throughout my whole life. We had this belief in our household that we either had to choose love or money. In this video, I'm gonna go over the biggest reasons as to why relationships fail today. I went from not being able to keep a boyfriend for more than 2 weeks, I swear to you, I was not very good in this area, to not only 6 years later, I am in a wonderful relationship. It's very passionate, it's very honorable, it's very respectful, it's very loyal, it's very faithful. How did I break that mindset? Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Natalie if you're new, and in this series, particularly Love and Money, you're going to learn business strategies and tools to not only take your business or your career life or your profession to the next level, you're also going to improve your love life and live in absolute freedom in your own terms. So if you're single and you're looking for a mate, this video is for you. And if you are already in a relationship but you really don't know if it's going to work out or you really want to improve it, this video is also for you. I was brought up to fail in this area because no one really taught me how to have a successful relationship or marriage or anything like that, or ways to succeed in anything really. But we were taught to work hard and make money and that's it, and believe that you can either have love or money, but never both. I was desperate enough to do whatever it took to be able to have a wonderful relationship because I was not willing to settle. Before, I was just kind of like let fate, if you will. I don't even know if it's called fate. I just kind of let the world lead me without getting so specific in what I really wanted. How do you actually know, what kind of relationship you want? How do you want to improve it? We don't have these tools and resources at all growing up. We weren't taught this in high school or college, or especially from our parents. We're never done improving in our love life. It is a lifestyle. It takes time, but don't we want it to make it even better than before? There's always room for improvement no matter what we do. One of the biggest reasons is because there is a lack of vision. I didn't have a vision before. Actually, my only vision, or I would say my only judgment before, was that anytime someone liked me, they just wanted to hook up with me or have sex with me and didn't really want to really get to know me or my heart. That's the vision that I had in the past. I know most people think, well, finances is really what doesn't help in the relationship or marriage. Yes, I agree with you on that, but the first part would be the vision part. So if there's no vision in the marriage or in the relationship, that's gonna translate into every other thing that doesn't work in the relationship, whether they say, oh, because of the finance, or because this and that, or this and so, and then people got involved, whatever. It's been years ago since I wrote out like that vision that I wanted in a marriage and my husband and my partner and my relationship. I got so very specific. It came true. It far exceeded my expectations. And that's why I do believe like when there is a lack of vision, it's really hard to sustain a relationship. Like you and me, we're very hardworking in our careers. We put an effort into our careers because we have a vision into that specific area of our lives. But what if you actually write down what you want in a relationship? I know it's a very vulnerable area, but I mean, hey, it's like, how bad do you want to improve your love life? And so that's where I started. And really what came down to is that I changed in order for my circumstances to change, because I got better. Even though I wrote all that stuff down, I was the one that got better in order to attract an incredible relationship. We all gotta learn to take full responsibility of where we're at in our lives and not really so much blame the other person, because the more we do that, we're not gonna get anywhere. When we look at ourselves in the mirror and take full responsibility, little by little we get to see the areas that we need to improve in order to have the life we want and live in absolute freedom in our own terms. So it starts by having a vision in your marriage, in your relationship, whether you're single, whether you are in a relationship. Relationships are very fulfilling. I used to be the person that I really didn't need anybody. Like, I can do that on my own. I'm great being by myself. But when you have a partner who believes in you, supports you, and builds you up, life is more meaningful that way. And if you're money motivated, you're gonna make far more money because now you're in partnership with someone that you have a vision for. Writing that vision, and I challenge you to do that because I did it, therefore I have what I have. I didn't think that that area would ever improve. Yeah, sometimes when there was a lack of vision, I just wanted to quit on my relationship, and I'm so thankful that I didn't, even though sometimes it is hard. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, hey, you gotta get all these things perfect because it's so simple to do. No, it's not easy. And nothing ever meaningful or worthwhile is easy, but it's so rewarding. Oh my goodness. When I look at my boyfriend, I'm just incredibly grateful for the fact that I have someone who has eyes for me, who loves me, who finds me beautiful, who supports me, me, who's so faithful and loyal to me, who's even like that these days. And it all started with me just writing down what I want, and I feel like people don't really know what that is for them. And just take the time for yourself to write this vision down. I don't really know your situation in your relationship, so if you really want to have a private session with me and get more in detail on how I can really help you, you can email me. My email address is in the description below or here. It really depends on your relationship. Like if it's an abusive relationship, then get out. But if it's not, and you really want to improve in this area, it all starts with you. Because I'm telling you, once you have that partner, you're gonna make far more money and greater achievements in your profession world. When I look at my relationship, sure, it's not perfect and I don't want it to be perfect. That just sounds boring. It's very spontaneous, it's very passionate, it's hot. And also one of the things that has helped us too tremendously in our relationship is just showing appreciation with one another. I know sometimes we just forget. I'm telling you, we forget to just show appreciation for the other partner because we take each other for granted. As soon as we get comfortable with one another, we take each other for granted. Instead of looking for records of wrongs, look at what they really are good at. If there's a particular area that they want to improve, like your partner wants to improve, let's say your partner wants to make more money or wants to increase their finances, speak on that and say, I am proud of you for working hard. I'm proud of you for being the provider if you're the man. I'm proud of you for you doing this for your family. Speak in that direction. Also show appreciation. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Thank you so much for choosing me out of all millions of people in this world. Thank you. It goes just so far. I can't even put it into words. And even just writing down 5 things in the morning, 5 things at night of the things that you're grateful for of your partner. And just reminding yourself of that. Sometimes it's so difficult because maybe our relationship is not going so great because there's a lack of appreciation, there's a lack of just gratitude. But if you incorporate this in your daily life, morning and afternoon, 5 things that you're grateful for your partner, I'm telling you, that relationship is gonna get very hot. You guys are gonna be far more in communication with one another, more vulnerable, more intimacy going on, and more openness, more trust going on. Another biggest reason why relationships fail today is because we allow the wrong people into the relationship. And what do I mean by that? When we allow friends or even some family members be part of our relationship. This one can get very controversial, but I have experience in this. And I remember in the past, what really made this so challenging for me is because I was speaking about my relationship to the wrong people. And that's the people that I thought I could trust. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just envy, jealousy, judgment, whatever. We're all human beings. We're all gonna feel these things, but it hurts. It hurt me very deeply. And from that experience, I've learned to keep my relationship very private, which you should. I know I'm being open about it in this series, and only because I am looking for the one who really desperately wants to improve their love life, which is why I'm putting myself in a very vulnerable state to be able to help you. And that's the person that I'm looking for someone to transform their lives in every area of their life, including love. So for the longest, after going through a lot of judgments and just miscommunication from people, it was really hard. Just thinking about it makes me tear up because it was really hard, and it was because of my fault. I did it. I'm taking full responsibility as to why I felt we were in a rocky road in the beginning, me and my boyfriend, because I've allowed the wrong people in. And it's so important to have a supportive group. Like whenever you're having a challenge, go to someone that you can trust. And man, that thing changes like overnight. I can even talk about that too if you're obviously interested in still watching and you made it this far. But after going through some hardships by allowing wrong people and knowing them about my relationship, and again, it's because I was just really excited. I never really had anything like this in my life happen to me before. I never really had a male figure like that in my life. Growing up, I didn't have my dad, and the only male figure that I had was just my brother, and he was awesome, very amazing. And till this day, he's still amazing, so it was hard. So I'm like, oh my God, now I have this great thing. Like, I can't help but to share. And so I was very immature on my part for doing that, but I do recommend keeping your relationship private. And when I implemented that, I just really, I got off of all social media, and when I implemented that, our relationship definitely got stronger, for sure. And I've only allowed very, very few people, one or two, knowing about my relationship, because and that could have been, sometimes our friends aren't the best people, but it's really hard to find that rare individuals who really, really sincerely care about your relationship. And that can be through counseling, that can be through a very best friend. I don't know, there was a point in time where it was, again, really hard for me to stay in this relationship with my boyfriend, and I don't blame anything with him. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. Like, it is all me, it is all my woman stuff going on, it is all my insecurities and baggage. But I mean, I'm definitely a better human being than I was before. But like, I remember this one person, her name is Deborah. And Deborah, if you're watching this, I love you. You forever helped me in my relationship about a year and a half ago. And you know, there was at one point where me and my boyfriend, we were long distance. So sometimes it's quite hard, you know, especially when, and just at that point, I'm keeping everything very private. You know, I just needed to get away. And so I came across this angel, Deborah, and she was a full-on cheerleader. She always was on my side. Obviously, you know, she lives in San Antonio and I live here in Atlanta now, but when I was living in San Antonio, I could have been myself with her, and I could share anything what my heart desire was. I could share anything that my heart just wanted to express, because I didn't feel safe with anyone else, to be quite honest with you. And she just allowed me to be myself. She allowed me to share my experiences with him. And sorry. This is why it's so important to keep your mouth shut and not let the wrong people inside the marriage and the relationship. I really wanted to quit officially the relationship, and I didn't want to put myself out there dating wise. I just didn't want to. And if you're still watching, I appreciate it. And I share this with my boyfriend as well. He knows. We have communication with one another, which is something that helps. Yeah, I just told her, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't think it's gonna work out. And I feel safe with her. I could share these things with her, and she's strong enough to hear and help me. Not so much give me advice, but just be there for me. I told her I don't think it's working out. I don't know what's going on. I'm not patient enough. I don't know. I'm having all these feelings. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you do watch this video next on how to improve your love life as a hardworking entrepreneur. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below any takeaways. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Click here. Come on now, don't make me wait. See you there.